Going to be shooting the G19 today. You guys have seen the previous videos to this likely of the issues I've been having. I've now put 400 rounds through the gun successfully without any problems. Well, we're out here to continue that process to see how we do.
Damn, I threw that one. 6.19, but I threw that one.
I put some steel plates up. This round what I want to do is just really change up the stance, the style, the angle of which that gun is sitting. So we're going to be shooting it sideways, all different kinds of ways, just to see how the gun reacts. Not bad. The slide didn't lock back on that last one, but that's my habit of riding that slide release. If there were to be any failures on that, as far as limp wristing goes, that would be it. So these last rounds, that's what I'm going to try. I'm going to try and make it malfunction and see what happens. I think I've got about 7 rounds here. And we'll try to limp wrist these. Okay, this is moving on to the limp wrist test. See, that one didn't fire. Let's talk real quick about limp wristing. Is it the gun's fault or is it the operator's fault? Well, I kind of tend to be balanced with my positions in life on many things. This is one of them. I think it's a little bit of both. You have to be behind that gun and shoot it in a steady grip in order for it to function correctly. Now, that being said, these are supposed to handle whatever you can throw at them. Now, the counter argument to that is that if you were potentially wounded and you didn't have the ability to get a firm grip on that, that's going to be an issue. And that's something that you've got to consider when carrying a Glock 19, or at least this Glock 19. Now, we know this has happened before and many others. It's easy to search the internet and see many videos of this very thing happening. However, you've seen in this video that laying on my side, laying on my back did not affect at all the inertia of this gun. Now, my wife, she did have some problems shooting it, and that specifically is going to be a training issue, as well as, I think that was part of the break-in period, and some of the ammunition I was using. I know it sounds like a lot of excuses, hang with me. The UMC bulk I was using, that's where I experienced all my failures at the very beginning of running this gun. Now, as a side note, I have another 9mm, a new one, and I was using that same bulk, ammo, and I got a double feed. So to me that does speak somewhat of the ammo. However, I don't absolve this of all blame either. Again, going back to that analogy with the silver bullet, many people look for a silver bullet or one solution that's going to fix the problem. And oftentimes that's not going to be the case, and in this case I think that is true. I think you've got ammo, I think you've got break-in, and I think you have just the Glock 19 that are prone to this type of failure. That heavy slide with a light frame, if there's not enough force behind that gun, that inertia of the slide falls short and won't load that second round as it typically does. So it's something to take note of whatever gun you're running, and you ought to really test the limits of whatever gun you're running and understand and know those limits so you can mitigate them.